Thanks for clicking on the video. Let's jump right in. Hey everybody, I know it's been a long while since I did a video, but I'm finally getting the chance to take a little time, do some barbecuing for Father's Day, and today we're smoking a brisket on the Traeger Ironwood. Stay tuned. Okay, so here's a look at my Traeger. It's the Traeger Ironwood. It's 885 and it's set to 185 degrees. It's currently at 181 and has just finished the preheating stage where it warms up. So let me show you guys how I got it set up. I have my beef tallow in there, and I'm gonna put the brisket on the top rack. I've seen a few other people barbecuing, and when they use their pellet grill, they put it on the top rack. They use that pan to catch the drippings. It is going to go fat side up. And always remember, when you're barbecuing, even in a pellet grill, heat does rise, so it is pretty much always warmer on the top rack than if you were to put it on the bottom rack, because that heat is always going to rise. Even though it's circulating, it does have a fan in there. You probably can hear it, which does help, don't get me wrong. But remember, heat always rises, so it will always run a little bit hotter on your top rack than on your bottom rack for a long cook. Now, if you're grilling or something like that, and you have your Traeger, this Traeger Ironwood 885 can go up to 500 degrees. It will be hotter on that bottom rack if you were to kick it up to, let's say, 450, 400, 500 degrees. But for a slow cook, where we're wanting to just put heat on it for a good extended period of time, what you're looking to do more than likely is probably use the top rack. So there's a look at that. That is a add-on thermometer that I just put on recently. I was talking to some other people who have pellet grills. They said if you don't have kind of one of these thermometers on top, you might want to invest in one. It does help you to kind of keep track of where your temperatures are at, especially closer towards the top where that brisket is going to be. I do have the probe in, as you can see. The probe is right here. It's going to go into the point of my brisket, and what I'm going to do from there is smoke it for probably about 12 hours or so. This is going to be an overnight cook. I'm going to check on it periodically, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. So here in a little bit, I'm going to probably put the brisket on here at about 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. here Central Time, and I'm hoping that it'll be finished around 8 or 9 in the morning tomorrow. Okay, here's just a real quick kind of a plug. If you guys live near an IKEA, you might want to check this next thing out. So this is the cutting board that I use when I do my briskets. It is huge. That brisket fit on there with no problem. I was able to season it up real nice, as you can see kind of where the brisket was sitting. And these things are pretty cheap. I think they're only like 20 bucks for a big cutting board like this. So if you do big hunks of meat like brisket regularly and you live near an IKEA, or I guess you could probably buy it online, you guys might want to check those out. So without further ado, the pit that's reading at, I don't know, what do you guys think that is, about 165, 170, something like that. That's reading 168, so about the same temperature. I'm going to go ahead and open her up. I just put the brisket on. There it is, point side, flat side. And this is fat side up. So point, flat, fat side on top, meat side down below. And now I'm going to put the probe in, slide it across over here, and right in to the center of that brisket. It should be pretty cold. Probe is still calibrating at the moment, and I'll get back to you guys and let you know what the brisket's currently sitting at. Okay, it looks like the probe has just about settled. It's hovering right around 41, 42. It's kind of gone back and forth. I'm actually going to kick this up to 195 and set that. And the next image will be here in a couple of hours, and we will see how it is looking. I do want to make sure that Super Smoke is on. So Super Smoke is on. And ooh, the probe's down to 40 now. So that brisket is cool, not cold, because it's been out for probably about 30 minutes. So it should be able to take in some good smoke. I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. This is a look at the Traeger's screen within the app. So the pit's currently at 180. The probe actually went down a little bit more to 39. If you saw a jump there, it's jumping between 39 and 40. Super Smoke is on, and my pellets are at 100%. So we'll monitor it throughout the night. This way, I won't have to actually get up. I'll be able to check it from inside the house to a certain degree, and that way it saves me a trip from having to go outside so often. So here's just a look at how the Traeger app looks. Hey everyone, just real quick, in case you're interested, this brisket is a 10-pound select brisket. Nothing fancy. It's not choice, it's not prime, it's just your regular old select brisket. Right in at 10 pounds, actually just a little bit under. I'm currently using a hardwood blend for pellets mixed with 50% Traeger's version mesquite pellet. I highly recommend mesquite if you're going to cook on a pellet grill. It makes your brisket a little bit smokier than if you use just a regular hardwood like an oak or something like that. So if you like smoky brisket and you want to use a pellet grill, I highly recommend Traeger's mesquite. Okay, it's been right at 2.5 hours, and that's how it's looking. Not bad. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I'll probably wake up here in a few hours and give it a look. Okay, we're at the 11-hour mark, and that is what we got. Looks pretty good. A little bit of pooling right there, but other than that, not bad. I'm impressed. I think this probably has about 3 more hours to go. I think I'm shooting for about 14 hours. We should be pretty good to go. Okay, the brisket is inside. It went for 14 hours, almost exactly. It hit 202 internal, and here is what it looks like. I got it sitting inside this aluminum pan in its own juice. I think it looks great. I'm excited to cut into it, and here in a little bit, I'll show you guys what it looks like when I cut into it. Happy Father's Day, everybody. That's when I'm doing this cook. This is a little added bonus to this video. I'm also doing 2 whole chickens in an Alabama white sauce. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. There they are. 2 whole spatchcock chickens on the Traeger. I kicked it up to 300 degrees. And I'm actually going to stick a probe in this one. And it should go down pretty quick because those chickens are cool. And we will keep an eye on them. I'll let you know how they turn out. Okay, it's been 2 hours resting. Time to take the brisket out, slice into it, and let's see how it looks. Again, first time for me cooking a brisket on a pellet grill. So, let's see how it turned out. Fat rendered pretty good. Let's go ahead and slice into the flat. See how it looks. Okay. All right. It could be a little bit more tender, but it's not bad. Pulls pretty good, holds together pretty good. Now let's give it a taste. It's fantastic. Highly recommend you trying it. If you have a pellet grill, try a brisket. It's worth it in the long run because it can save you so much trouble having to mess with an offset. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.